Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean.
The Caribbean is not a nation. It's a region that approximately comprises the nations within the Caribbean Sea, as well as a few within the North Atlantic. The list's too long to mention here. Greenland is not a nation in its own right. It's been a constituent country of the Kingdom of Denmark since 1814, when it was handed over to Denmark by Norway, and became fully integrated into Denmark in 1953. Puerto Rico has been an unincorporated territory of the United States since the end of the Spanish-American War in 1898, and since 1917, all Puerto Rican citizens have had United States citizenship. There has been a referendum to make Puerto Rico a state of America, but as of yet it hasn't been successful.
Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda.
Bermuda was settled by the English in 1607 and became a crown colony, now referred to as British Overseas Territories, in 1684. An independence referendum was held in 1995, but 74% of Bermudians voted against independence.
Bahamas.
The name of this nation is technically the Bahamas. It's actually one of only 2 nations that requires the indefinite article in its name. Tobago is one of the islands making up the nation of Trinidad and Tobago. It is also the smaller of the two in both size and population, with a population of about 60,000 to Trinidad's approximate 1.2 million, and an area of about 116 square miles to Trinidad's 689.
San Juan.
San Juan is the capital city of Puerto Rico.
Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, and French Guiana.
French Guiana is a département d'outre-mer, or overseas department of France, and thus is considered to be wholly part of France, hence the name French Guiana, and it's been one since 1948.
Barbados and Guam.
Guam is also an unincorporated territory of the United States, handed over at around the same time as Puerto Rico.
Norway and Sweden and Iceland and Finland and Germany now one piece.
When this song first aired on September 14, 1993, Germany had been in one piece, and yes, that is what Yakko said I checked, for nearly 3 whole years, having reunified on October the 3rd, 1990.
Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia divided into the Czech Republic, also known since 2016 as Czechia, and Slovakia on the 1st of January 1993. This song first aired about 9 months later.
Italy, Turkey and Greece. Poland, Romania, Scotland.
Scotland is not a nation in its own right. It's a constituent country of the United Kingdom alongside Wales, England and Northern Ireland, having been so since the passage of the Acts of Union in 1707. A referendum for Scottish independence failed in 2014.
Albania, Ireland, Russia.
What Yakko appears to be doing here is using the word Russia to refer to the Soviet Union, which dissolved on Boxing Day 1990, and many of whose former members now make up the Commonwealth of Independent States.
Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon.
Yemen reunified on the 22nd of May 1990, 3 years before this song came out and a good 4 months before Germany did. Worth mentioning as well, when Yemen reunified, the modern Republic of Yemen was not considered to be a successor to either of the previous Yemens, those being the Yemen Arab Republic and the People's Democratic Republic of Yemen. Therefore, technically speaking, this also makes this an omission, since Yakko mentioned both Yemens, i.e. the previous Yemens, but not the present state currently known as Yemen. As before stated, England is not a nation in its own right, but a constituent country of the United Kingdom as per the Acts of Union. Also, judging by what's lighting up on the map here, Yakko appears to be committing the classic faux pas of referring to the entirety of Great Britain as just England. This is incorrect, as the island of Great Britain also has Scotland and Wales on it.
Denmark and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma.
I'm going to retract a statement from the previous version of this video and say that this isn't an inaccuracy. While it's technically been named Myanmar since 1989, many countries still refer to it as Burma officially. But the main reason I'm retracting this is because its president, Aung San Suu Kyi, stated in 2016 that diplomats are free to use either name, because there isn't anything in its constitution that dictates what it should be called.
Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan. Kampuchea.
Kampuchea is the name given to Cambodia between 1975 and 1989. The name was changed in 1975 by the Khmer Rouge regime following the Cambodian Civil War and was changed back to Cambodia in May of 1989 to avoid association with that regime.
Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia.
Asia is a continent upon which several nations reside.
In China, Korea.
Korea has been divided between the Republic of Korea, or South Korea, and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or North Korea, since the end of the Second World War. Neither state recognizes the other, and both claim the entire Korean peninsula, but at the UN level they are considered separate nations, both of which light up on the map, so Yakko is erroneously referring to both of them jointly as just Korea.
Japan, Mongolia, Laos and Tibet.
The People's Republic of China gained control of Tibet in 1951 and operated as an autonomous region. However, there is a long-standing movement for Tibet's independence. independence.
Indonesia, the Philippine Islands,
The Philippine Islands is a correct way of referring to the islands themselves, but it's not the name of the nation, which is simply called the Republic of the Philippines.
Taiwan,
The Republic of China, commonly known as Taiwan, has not been an official nation since the Second World War. It and the People's Republic of China both claim to be the sole legitimate government of China, though the PRC is the one that is widely considered to be so. While the Republic of China has de facto independence, its own currency and government, it has very limited recognition. It is not a member of the United Nations, and relations with countries are strictly in